Let us discuss the other two methods to find mean. After this direct mean method, we have assume mean method. Now we'll be discussing few steps to keep it in mind whenever we have to find mean using assume mean method. First step, we have to choose a suitable value of xi in the middle as the assume mean and call it as capital A. That is, A stands for assume mean. Step 2, we have to calculate the deviation di, which is equals to xi minus A. I stands for the number of variants or the number of terms we have for each xi. Next comes third step, we have to calculate the product of fi di for each I. Step 4, I'll be finding summation of fi di in and summation of fi. And step 5, I need to calculate the mean using formula x bar, that is mean, which is equals to A plus summation fi di divided by summation of fi, where A stands for assume mean. Let us discuss this with the help of one question, that is question number 15 from exercise 16a. Using the assume mean method, calculate the mean weekly wage for the following frequencies. Now the weekly wages are given 950 and corresponding to that number of workers is given. So I'll be taking this as xi and this will be taken as the number of frequencies fi. That means I have the number of frequencies. So respective to 1000 I have 18, 1050, 13 and so on. Now I need to count the number of observations I have, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So according to the rule, what I will do, I will take the middle value here as the assume mean. So I will be considering A as 1100. And if you see, corresponding to that, the frequency is 15. But let us calculate it. We need to make a table here. Okay, so these are the weekly wages, that is 950. Corresponding to that, frequency is 24, then 1000, 18 and so on. Since I took 1100 as the assume mean, so formula for di, as I've discussed earlier, that is xi minus A. Xi is the number of observation, the observation which I am having. So according to the rule, xi means x1. Here this stands for x1, that is 950 minus 1100, which is coming out to be minus 150. I will be taking negative sign if it is there. 1000 minus 1100, that is minus 100. 1050 minus 1100 minus 50. 1100 minus 1100 0. Similarly, we keep on subtracting. I'll get the respective di's here. Okay, now the next what I require is summation, product of fi di, and later on I'll be finding summation. So this is fi with me and this is di what I've got. Now multiplying, this is minus 3600, minus 1800, minus 650 and so on. And when I simplified, I got summation fi di is equals to 5850. Summation of fi is also required in the formula, which is coming out to be 110. Now I'll be using formula, that is x bar is equals to A plus summation fi di upon summation of fi. 1100 plus 5850 divided by 1110. After simplifying, I got this 1100 plus 53.1818182. What I will be doing, I will be just rounding off the digit and approximate value will be 1153.18 approximate. So this is how we get the mean. Now next method is how to find mean using step deviation method. Now what is it? When the values of xi and fi, they are large, I mean when we have bigger numbers, and the values of xi are equally spaced. If you have seen in assume mean method, the values were not equally spaced. We have a difference there. Now in this, when we have xi's which are equally spaced, we use step deviation method. We have few steps to find the mean here. First step, choose a suitable value of xi in the middle as the assume mean method and denote it by A. Second step, we need to calculate h, that is x2 minus x1. H is the class size here. So class size means upper limit minus lower limit. Then I need to calculate ui, which is equals to xi minus a upon h for each I. After that, I need to calculate summation product of fi ui, and later on I will be finding summation of fi ui. That means I will be adding. Now step 5, I need to find the mean using formula, and here the formula is x bar is equals to a plus h into summation fi ui divided by summation of fi. Now based on this formula, we have question number 16 in 16 exercise. Question is, using step deviation method, find the mean of the following observations. So xi's and respective to that fi's, they are given to us. Again, I will be making a table here. Now the columns which I require is first of all xi, fi and ui. Ui means xi minus a upon h. And the last column is some fi ui. Now if you see, h means upper limit minus lower limit, or we can say the difference between these two respective or corresponding values here. Now 19 minus 18, 1. 20 minus 19 is 1. 21 minus 20 is 1. That means h here is 1. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Middle value will be 21. So I will be taking capital A as 21 and putting all the values in the formulas. That is 18 minus 21 divided by 1. Because h is 1, I get minus 3. 19 minus 21 upon 1, that is minus 2. 20 minus 21 upon 1, minus 1. And so on. Now this is fi 170. This is ui minus 3. When I calculate, this is minus 510. Here, for the second term, I get minus 640, minus 530, and so on. When I add, when I find the summation, I get minus 840. Summation of fi is coming out to be 2200. Now I'll need to find mean, which is equals to a plus summation fi ui upon summation fi into h. Substituting all these respective values in the formula, when I calculate, here I can take LCM. Okay. When I found this is coming out to be x bar is equals to 45,360 upon 2200, and approximate value will be coming out to be 20.618. And when I round it off, I can say x bar is coming out to be 20.62, because here the digit at the 1000th place is greater than 5, so I can round it off. So thank you students for these formulas. Now what we will be doing, we'll be practicing, and in the next video we will be discussing about median. Thank you.